Sitaki kupata nimezuba.
We're just like hi. So what's your story on ITV?
Why are you so uncomfortable, Sally? What problem do you have? Hi everyone.
Hi, someone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Yes, please feel free to comment, to ask questions, to just
Like
reach
and
out.
subscribe.
Yeah, in any way. I am here with Sarah, Raf,
Hello.
Thomas, Ringa. Yes. And
you are?
And you
and
are?
I am Alice.
Yeah, there we go.
In
Njoki Kiare.
Nice.
So we are here to speak about a very sensitive subject in our society. September is Suicide Prevention Month, and 10th of September is the World Suicide Prevention Day. And our tagline, I think for this year, is one conversation can save a life. So we're here to have
A conversation.
Yes.
And all of you watching,
Speak about it.
Yes.
come closer. This is.
Yes. And the goal of this is to raise awareness about suicide prevention, yes, worldwide. It's also a day where we encourage those contemplating or affected by suicide to share their stories and to seek professional help.
That part.
So we are here.
Are the
here.
professionals too?
Yes.
We're having a conversation.
We're having a conversation and we will direct people
Yeah.
to the professionals.
Yep.
Yes. So I'd like to start with Sarah. Have you ever contemplated suicide?
Yeah. I've suffered from depression from the time I was about 8. When I was younger, it was always very much more of a thing of just like I would write my parents letters. I hope they burnt them, but I would write my parents letters because I didn't know how to express what I was feeling because I was a kid. You know, when you're 8 years old, you just know that you feel absolutely horrible, but you don't know what to do about it. And then when I was about 12, I decided I was going to run away from home. I even formulated a plan because I remember what happened was I wanted to, unalive myself. But my friends are like, no, like you can just run away, and then we can still like talk. But we're the ones who will know that you've run away. I was like, okay, fine, I'll run away. And then that kind of stopped. I was still depressed. Then that stopped. And then when I was about 15, I proceeded to harm myself. And that went on for a while. And yeah, that was a dark time. And then there was a whole term where I didn't eat food. So our family was very busy back then, and so breakfast we never really had many meals together during the week. So like breakfast, everybody was like busy doing their own thing, and so I wouldn't eat breakfast, and then I wouldn't carry break, or if I did, cause my mom would pack, she'd be like, oh, here's what we ate last night, here, take it to school. I would end up giving it out. Then lunchtime I'd either hide in the washroom or I would tell the teachers I was fasting. It's a Christian school. Nobody asked me questions if I said I was fasting. And then dinner time, again, like I said, everybody would be really busy. So when everybody else is sort of eating, I'd be like, oh, I'll eat later. And then I just never would eat. And I went on like that for a whole term. And I lost a lot of weight, which isn't healthy because I wasn't losing it in a healthy manner for the right reasons. And it's one of my teachers who noticed. I was my class teacher who noticed, and so she said the next semester when we come back, she'll be watching me eat my break and she'll watch me eat my lunch. And that's how I like gained all the healthy weight back and everything. She never really talked to me about like, oh, what was going on? Why were you not eating? But just having someone realize that something was wrong and like sit me down and be like, no, I want to see what you've carried for the break, and you must eat it here. I want to see you eat your lunch. That definitely helped, just feeling seen. Then after I graduated high school, I was fine for a while, and then COVID hit, and COVID was bad. I attempted, didn't pan out. And that was that. So it's been a long journey. Every once in a while I get really scared that I'm gonna go back there, but I do what you're supposed to do, and I call people and I sit
and you have a conversation.
Exactly, and I sit in that and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing well, so just stay on the phone with me, or I talk to my sister.
Okay.
Wow.
We are glad you're here.
Thank you.
And we believe that you will not go back, because people around are for you, are listening and praying with you and just seeing you. Yes. So now we'll go to the gentleman. What is the biggest cause of suicide in your generation? Raf, Ringa.
Depression.
Depression?
Depression. Men feel the pressure that they have to be right, since they're the head of the family, and they have to do everything right, and they cannot do wrong in any way. So it's hard for men to speak out. It's even hard for me to say how I'm feeling, because I might be laughed at. They might say you're not either way, because I cannot do it by myself. That's why these thoughts, they keep clouding me, and I go numb, and sometimes it gets scary. It gets dark. So if you're a man, you're having feelings and you're having thoughts, just believe there's someone who would rather see you vent than attend your funeral.
That part.
True.
That part.
Please repeat the last.
If you're my friend, you're going through something. I know we may not always talk or call each other, but I would rather see you vent or lash than attend your funeral. No more RIPs, please.
You heard that? Raf, anything
I was
to
almost
add?
saying amen. Okay, what I think is mostly we want things to go a certain way. And if things don't turn out the way we want to, or let's say an investment, then it all goes down. Let's say it crashes, this whole economic crisis and stuff. We feel like that's it, that's the end. And as you said, we have this thing, if I say it, I'll be laughed at. You know, it's easier for a lady or a girl to go to her friends than you to go to your friend. Then you want to tell them something serious, then they hit you something with, oh, liwachile football match jana. And you're like,
so all your attention goes to football and you shelve.
Or you try telling them, I know this thing is like really popular, it's something that is trending right now. They tell you, stay Taliban.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Stay Taliban.
Yani roho ngumu, uni mwanaume bana. Real men don't cry. I remember I used to be told that when I was a kid. Every time I go to the hospital. I mean, it's the hospital, so injections and kids and Anyway, the whole real men don't cry thing, it's in specific cases. In some cases you're supposed to be strong, and in some others you're just supposed to let it out. And don't let it out by letting your soul out of your body, no. I want you to let it out
Eish,
on
we are
somebody,
sorry.
on somebody who will actually help you. Because huwezi kosa mtu of all the people you know, there's that one person, even if it's
That's
just for
true.
like 20 minutes, if it, then you change the story.
Yeah.
There's always that one person who listens to you. And yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. No, listening to them talk, I'm just like, oh wow, that's because the statistics for suicide are higher in men than in women.
That's true.
And
6.1.
yeah, and I think listening to them talk, I'm like, oh, that's why. Because I have, like, even if it's not like my closest friends, I know that like any of like my girlfriends, I can talk to and be like, listen, this is what's going on. I'm not doing well. Regardless of whether we're really close or we're not, there will be a space for me. But the fact that like, you know, you guys are sitting here and you're like, yeah, I don't, like sometimes I don't know if I can tell someone, and that I'll be heard and listened to. So first of all, I'm really sorry. I apologize on behalf of society. I'm sorry. And I'm really glad that you're both still here.
So, what would you say to a person who told you that they are planning to kill themselves? And that is a question that I also pose to you. And if you are able to just encourage someone in the comments section and just let them know that they are heard or they are being seen, that would be a really cool thing. So type it out, encourage someone, pray with someone. Yes, as we get to hear from Raf.
Okay, I bet the people who are watching this are at least around this age and would understand the things that I'm about to say. But what would happen in, especially like military movies, you would think that that's the end of the movie. Then somebody will come and say, the mission is not yet over, soldier. And that's the whole thing. Your mission is not yet over. I mean, you are young. There's a lot of things you are yet to do, a lot of things you're yet to achieve. And yes, you can be depressed. Yes, you can feel like that's the end for you. But in real sense, it's not the end. It's just the end of a specific phase.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. Sarah? Anything?
That reminds me of, please actually do what Alice said, because that's one of my favorite things about the internet, is like when someone is talking about their story, and then you see in the comment section people just being like, listen, if you're reading this, you're loved and you're cared for, and people
Goes a
want
long
you.
way.
Yeah, it goes such a long way, just seeing that and remembering that. So please do actually like write in the comment section and stuff for somebody to see. So what Rafa said reminded me of, I think it was about 2015, 2016, there was a movement called the Semicolon Project. And people are getting it tattooed, people are getting it on bookmarks, and basically what it meant was, regardless, my story continues, right? Because a semicolon, it doesn't end a sentence, it continues it, right? So like part of the sentence is over, it's like and, right? So part of the sentence is over.
Grammar.
Exactly. So it functions the same way and or but would, where it's like Alice is seated here and she's seated here with the three of us. And so right
and
now
we are still talking about this, and it's
exactly
going live.
there we
and
go there we go. And so it's the same thing. Keria was depressed and she is still alive, and she still has things to do and places to go and people to love, and that's how the semicolon works. And so yeah, that's my favorite thing, is you're where you are at right now and things will go on. So yeah, that's what I